I'm going to unsubscribe from all unnecessary things. And I promise to visit all these blogs only on weekends. Literally. One more thing that happened this year, I broke my laptop. And unfortunately, I didn't have a backup. Can you imagine how did I feel? Exactly. That's why I asked Santa for, stuff to back up my data. And my New Year resolution is to back up all my data as soon as I will get a present. The next one I would like to share with you is connected to massive open online courses. I'm really fond of online education, and I subscribe to like 10 or 15 courses. How many of them did I finish? What do you think?
Zero.
2%.
Not that bad. I finished one. But in the upcoming year, I promise to finish at least 2. I want to be realistic, so at least 2 courses in the upcoming year. I'm going to make 7 resolutions, but I put here only 6 because I want you to give me the idea for the 7th one. The rules are: you can stand up, you should join me on at least one of resolutions from my list, and add one from yourself. And then I'm going to join one of you. Anyone?
No.
Come on. Will you join me?
Couple of minutes.
Sure.
Seconds.
Sure. Diana, maybe you? No.
Well, I can try. So
Go ahead.
I will unsubscribe from all the unimportant pages. Most of them are so, in my opinion, that I'm subscribed. And what I'll suggest you to join me, I will erase one social network that I have. So I have several ones. So I plan to get rid of one at least one. So will you join me? But I will unsubscribe from maybe all of the spam that I receive. On
Can you
email.
offer something?
Hey, that's not fair.
Okay, and I join you in your photo habits.
Sure. I'm going to
because
reply
I also
on time.
make many photos, and it's a shame on me. And what I suggest you, well, suppose I recommend you think about your own IT project and realize it and make it your own business, for example.
I'll
Think about it.
Thank you. So what about you?
I want to join you on the 6th resolution and finish at least 2 online courses, maybe 3. And I would like to suggest leaving your phone at home at least once a week for the whole day.
Whoa.
I did it once and it was so liberating.
I'm promising to do it in the next year.
Okay.
Maybe every week.
Once.
Okay.
Okay.
Ideally every week, but maybe start with every 2 weeks
Okay,
and
I
see how it goes.
So anyone else wants to join me?
Yeah, I'll join you on that.
Go ahead.
Not on Tuesdays.
Okay, what I would do with you, what I actually do is unsubscribing from unimportant pages all the time. You know that you don't really need to unsubscribe from your friends. You can just unsubscribe from the news. Yeah, that's a good thing. They won't be mad at you. And then another thing I want to suggest you to do. I'm trying to do that all the time. Is not to use your phone 1 hour before you go to bed and 1 hour after you wake up in the morning.
Okay,
That
thank you.
makes a difference.
Thank you so much. So it's a hard decision. Probably I will try to reduce my phone usage before going to bed. But in the daytime, I'm trying to start a new project. Well, thank you so much, guys, for joining me. Happy New Year, and you're very welcome to share your resolutions and our Facebook group.
Thank you a lot.
Thank you.
So I hope that every person in this audience has created his personal resolution, right? And before we, actually now we could give the floor to the third of the day, But before we do that, I would like to say you that in our Toastmasters Club we have a wonderful tradition of giving the personal evaluation. Actually, without evaluation, you are not able to become a better speaker, leader, person, right? So, thanks to the organizers of the club, we have a special form for evaluation. As I understand, we do have a QR code, right?
Yeah.
Or
Which
just
is
link.
presented here, and it's presented also on your agendas. So, please, I would like to give you 1.5 minutes to evaluate our speakers personally inside or using this QR code. And I will ask our timer to follow 1 minute and
So is the second
Okay.
link at the back of the agenda or the QR code over here? Whatever works.
What kind of scale is this? Like excellent?
so if somebody doesn't have the agenda for the personal review, you don't have, so
Time is over.
time is over. Okay, so we'll have another 1 minute of silence, okay? So before that, do you have anybody who doesn't have the agenda? Okay, 2 people, so Diana will help you. And now it's time for our second speaker, who will be Ivan Shilyaev. Actually, when I asked him about his Toastmasters results during this year, he told me that this year the Toastmasters Club has helped him to overcome his fears. So I'm not sure about which kind of fears Ivan told me, but looking on the title of his speech, which is called My Beautiful Fears, I suppose you will reveal us the secret of your fears, right?
Yeah, so you'll kind of like it because I tailored my presentation to today's topic.
Ah,
So I will tell about it.
Perfect.
Yeah, so I think it's a beautiful topic of today's meeting because it allows me personally to make an evaluation of all my experience in Toastmasters so far. And you know, my entire experience can fit into one sentence. I'm not afraid. And I know that it doesn't sound very impressive for you. A big deal. This guy is not afraid. He's a man. He should have no fears. Yeah. But I'll tell you why it's a big deal for me, and maybe it's a breakthrough for me. And for that, I'll tell you a short story. So it happened with me in high school. And you know, in high school, I was not the most popular guy in the school. Far from that, I was that weirdo that everyone is making fun of. I was like an underdog, you know, an outsider. I was wearing long hair, and I had no friends. And once my teacher came to me and she said that, you see, today in a couple of weeks we'll have a big holiday, and our class should perform with some recite. So we should recite some poems on the stage. And I was like, seriously? No way! That's the worst idea ever, and I won't do that. But she told me that if I want to succeed on the final exam, and obviously I wanted so, I'll get my ass on the stage and I'll tell whatever she'll tell me to do. So she left me no choice. And my teacher was kind of a bitch, you know, so again, I have no choice, nothing to do. I should do that. And I clearly remember that day when I was in the backstage and I was looking through the door to the audience. And in that audience, I saw all the bullies that I hated so much. I saw a couple of friends of mine, some teachers that I also hated, because I was obviously a social guy, so yeah, a loser, okay, let's call it like that. And of course, in the first row, there was the girl that I liked very much, but I couldn't explain that to her because obviously she will laugh on me. And this is the classical situation, you know, it's like in a foreign movie, and you know what's coming, you know what's incoming, a big fail, you know, a misery, the failure of the life. And I remember going to the stage, and I was not very prepared, frankly speaking. And first 15 or 20 seconds it was quite fine. But then I forgot my script. I forgot my script, and that was the worst moment of my life, because in a second all those people who were usually laughing at me, they were started again laughing, making jokes about me. Then I heard some bad words. And then when I was getting out of the stage after 10 seconds or 15 seconds of silence, I clearly remember how I just swore to myself to never get on the stage again. And so I did. Year by year, I was avoiding going to the stage by all the means. And I missed a lot of chances, a lot of joy in my university time. I missed a lot of girls. I missed a lot of popularity because I could somehow gain it by performing. I had a lot of chances. But as I was becoming older, I was starting to getting some information, about life, about humans, about our beings, to try to read a lot. And once I read a sentence, an idea, and it was saying that fears are usually showing